Zach Printer, a simple man living in Plymouth, England, never imagined his name would be etched alongside heroes. He wasn't a soldier or a firefighter. Zach was a garbage collector. But on August 12, 2021, the ordinary rhythm of his life was shattered, and he found himself thrust into the heart of an unimaginable tragedy, the Keyham shootings.
In the face of chaos and terror, my instincts took over, revealing a depth of courage that would forever alter the course of my life and earn me the recognition I never sought. The George Cross, the highest civilian award for gallantry in the United Kingdom.
Zach's story is a testament to the extraordinary that lies dormant within the ordinary, waiting for the moment to ignite. It's a reminder that heroism doesn't discriminate, that it can bloom in the most unexpected corners of life, in the heart of a man who collects trash, in the soul of a community grappling with unimaginable loss. It's a story that needs to be told, a story that shines a light on the quiet heroism that resides within us all. Keyham, a close-knit community on the southwest coast of England, was known for its tranquility. It was a place where neighbours knew each other by name, where children played freely in the streets, where life moved at a slower, more deliberate pace. But on that fateful August afternoon, the peaceful rhythm of Keyham was shattered by the piercing staccato of gunfire.
Panic erupted as a lone gunman embarked on a rampage, leaving behind a trail of devastation. The idyllic streets of Keyham transformed into a scene of sheer terror. The air, once filled with the laughter of children, now carried the screams of the wounded and the panicked cries of those fleeing for their lives.
The normalcy of everyday life was ripped away, replaced by a raw, visceral fear that gripped the heart of the community. Zach, like everyone else in Keyham that day, was caught completely off guard. He was going about his usual route, collecting garbage, when the first shots rang out. He remembers the initial confusion, the disbelief that something so horrific could be unfolding in their quiet corner of the world. But the sounds of gunfire were unmistakable, the terrified screams impossible to ignore. Zach knew he had to act, to do something, anything to help. Adrenaline coursing through his veins, Zach steered his garbage truck towards the sound of the gunfire, his mind racing. Fear, a primal instinct, gnawed at him, urging him to turn back, to seek safety. But a stronger force, a deep-seated sense of duty, propelled him forward.
I saw injured people, their faces contorted in pain and fear, their bodies riddled with bullets. I saw terrified residents, cowering in their homes, desperate for escape. I didn't hesitate. I used my garbage truck as a makeshift shield, driving it between the gunmen and a group of terrified women and children, using its bulk to protect them from the hail of bullets.
He shouted at them to get in, to seek refuge within the truck's metal confines. His voice, though laced with fear, was a beacon of hope, a lifeline in the midst of the chaos. He loaded the terrified residents into his truck, his hands trembling, his heart pounding against his ribs. He knew he was putting himself in immense danger, but the thought of leaving them at the mercy of the gunman was unbearable. He had to get them out, to lead them to safety. With a surge of adrenaline, he slammed the truck into gear, maneuvering it through the narrow streets, away from the gunfire, away from the nightmare that had engulfed their once peaceful community. The shooting in Keyham, though brief, left an indelible scar on the community. 5 innocent lives were lost, including a 3-year-old girl, Sophie Martin. The quaint streets, once filled with life and laughter, were stained with the blood of the victims, the echoes of gunfire forever imprinted in the minds of those who witnessed the horror. The community reeled in shock and grief, struggling to comprehend the senseless violence that had shattered their peaceful existence.
In the wake of the tragedy, I became a symbol of hope, my act of bravery a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Despite the accolades and recognition, I remained humble, uncomfortable with the label of hero. I insisted I had simply done what I felt was right, what anyone in my position would have done. I mourned the loss of life, my heart heavy with the pain of my community.
He was hailed as a hero, his name whispered with reverence and gratitude in the homes of those he had saved. His actions, born out of instinct and compassion, had offered a glimmer of light in the darkest of times, reminding us that even in the face of unimaginable horror, there is still good in the world.
The George Cross, bestowed upon him by Queen Elizabeth II, was a symbol of his extraordinary courage. But for Zach, it was a constant reminder of the fragility of life, the unpredictable nature of fate, and the importance of cherishing every moment. Zach Printer's story is not an isolated incident. It's a reflection of the quiet heroism that exists within us all, waiting for the moment to surface. Every day, ordinary people perform extraordinary acts of courage, often without fanfare or recognition. They are the teachers who inspire, the nurses who heal, the firefighters who rush into burning buildings, the strangers who offer a helping hand. These everyday heroes embody the best of humanity, reminding us that even in a world often marred by darkness, there is still light, still hope, still compassion. They are the silent guardians of our communities, the unsung champions of the human spirit. Their actions, often small and unassuming, have a ripple effect, inspiring others to act with kindness, to stand up for what is right, to make a difference in the world. The medal awarded to Zach Printer is not just a symbol of his bravery, but a tribute to all the everyday heroes who walk among us. It's a reminder that heroism is not confined to the battlefield or the disaster zone, but thrives in the ordinary, in the everyday moments that define our lives. It's a call to recognize and celebrate these unsung heroes, to acknowledge the profound impact they have on our lives, and to strive to live our own lives with the same courage, compassion, and unwavering commitment to the well-being of others.